What's up, guys? This is Nate the Great here from Nate the Great Plays, and I wanted to bring you a post moves tutorial so you can learn the different post moves and post combinations that you can do. I see a lot of different people with post scorers, and they just be doing the same move over and over and over again, and it's usually an easy lockup unless they get an animation to just blow by you where there's nothing you can do except foul them. But here we go. We're going to start off by looking at my build here. I'm a sharpshooting post scorer. That's primary post scorer, secondary sharpshooting, 6'11" power forward. I'm not too sure about what my weight was. I'm not bothered by that right now. But we're going to go right on over to layups here. By the way, I'm only doing the main stats for post scoring. I'm not going to be covering the entire build stats. If you want an entire build tutorial, let me know down in the comments below, and I will bring that to you, no problem. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. Standing layup 88 and shot close 88. Those are going to be very useful for drop stepping and doing those layups and post hooking. We're going to move down to mid-range here. Mid-range is a very useful stat, despite on what people say, for post scorers, because you can post spin, right? But there's a way to defend post spinning, and I'm going to be talking about that in this video as well. And if you just face up whenever they back off from your post spin, you could just shoot an easy mid-range. Down to post scoring, 88, which is going to be very useful. Strength is a 79. I do not know why I don't have that maxed out. I should have it maxed out. It is very useful. It will get you to where you need to go on the floor. And basically, it's one of the most important stats of post scoring. Speed does not matter as much as your strength does. And I will see you guys in my court. I will go into the My Player Lab in there and talk about my different moves that I like to use, like the specific shimmy shot and the specific post hook. I'll see you guys there. And we're back here in my court, and we're just gonna jump straight into the My Player Lab. Skip one. Actually, I'm just gonna talk while this is loading up. Post scores are one of the most OP builds in the game, and people don't realize it. Some people will say, "Oh, it's useless. All you need is a stretch big on your team." But post scores can be one of the most consistent scorers, especially for Pro-Am. I played with a post scorer who scored back-to-back 45-point games in a Pro-Am. He just randomly picked me up. I was like, cool, sure, we could play. And yeah, let's just move right on down to the post moves down here. My post fade is post fade 14. I find it has a little dip in the shot, and it can make your defender second guess, jump maybe. And once you do your fade, you can stop and do an up and under. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. Post hook 2. Post hooks are post hook 2 because it's a very quick little post hook. If you back down your defender and push him off you, you can just turn around and do this hook very quickly, very easy, very efficient. Keep in mind there is also a release meter for post hooks, just so you know. So if you release it right whenever your guy releases it, it'll be much more effective than if you hold it the whole time. Post hop shot 10. Very quick post hop shot, good jump shot. You'll see how I combo this in. Shimmy fade 9. I love my shimmy hook. We'll talk about shimmy hook 3. This will push people right off of you and get a nice clean hook. I personally love the hooks in this game. The hooks, I don't know, they just grown on me as one of the most effective post moves, but you have to time it right. Like I said, a lot of people will say, the post hook's broken, man. What are you talking about? But it's not broken if you know how to use it. And here we are, back in the court, out of the My Player Lab, obviously. And we're just going to start off with the most simple of things. Hold LT or L2 on PlayStation to enter the post. And that's the easiest thing to learn, honestly, in this tutorial. And you let go to exit the post. Hold it to enter, let go to exit. And now we're going to talk about something a lot of people don't know how to do. If you're posting up, like so, and you flick the right stick away from the basket, your guy will switch hands. And that's actually a very useful tool if you want to spin the opposite way from where you are, but you don't want to do an inside spin, you want to do an outside spin. And speaking of spins, we're just going to go right into, so LT to post up, and then if I flick my right stick towards my ball hand, like do a half circle, maybe I'll display it on screen. Oh my god, of course, right whenever I want to do it, they don't want to show it for me. So if I'm posting up, that just shows sometimes how difficult and how specific you have to be with the post up. Spin the right stick. As you can see, my guy did a spin out of the post. Now this is good if you're backing down defenders. It is a very useful and effective move. You just back down, spin. Now that's flicking the right stick towards your shoulder hand. Now, as you can see, if I do it here and I spin it to the left, you just start at the bottom of the stick and spin it up. A half spin on whatever shoulder you're in. If I change my hand, spin it inside to the left, he's going to spin inside. This is a very effective move, especially if you have the badge. And we're going to move on to another very effective move. If you just post up and back your man down, and how we talked about moving the stick towards the shoulder, if you move the left stick right now, if I tap the left stick and X at the same time towards my ball hand shoulder, he's going to do a drop step. Now this can move your opponent out of the way. If you have the badge, it gets you some very cheese animations that will make them fall. And it's very good to get inside and get a dunk. If you are a bigger post scorer, this is going to be more effective, because he will be stronger. He'll just move his man right out of the way, I'm telling you. And we're going to move on. Say if you want to do combinations, if you post spin and then hop shot out of it, that was kind of a deep one, but it can be a very good combination, as if you post spin and then you hop shot back. I mean, I can't get a good animation right now, but usually in game, I catch a lot of people with this. I post spin them and then they just jump, and then maybe I'll drop step, I'll hop shot. You know, there's a lot of different combinations. Let's talk about the hop shot right now. If you just back down your man and then you tap the left stick away from the basket and tap X, whatever direction, your guy will step back and post shot. And sometimes you might be able to catch him with a pump fake, like so. You just post up, hop, and then jump. Let's talk about post fades. Let's talk about post fades. It is very good, just standard jump shot, right, where you can catch an easy bucket most of the time. I guess I'm not getting anything easy right now. There we go. Sometimes if you do a lot of these inside moves, post spins, drop steps, all those kind of moves, you'll catch your man sleeping and know or think you're going to go to the paint sometimes. So you got to switch it up. You got to just do a post fade. You know, sometimes you'll catch him with the easy mid-range. That's also another reason why mid-range is so useful. But let's talk about the other one real quick that I forgot to talk about. If you post up and he backs off and you just let go, you're probably going to get an easy mid-range. Wide open. Because the best way to defend the post spin this year, if I'm post spinning, the defender's going to want to back off towards the ball hand and try to get an easy steal, most likely. So if you do a post spin and your defender backs off, just let go of that post button and try to get an easy mid-range. Now, another thing that's going to be useful is if you say post fade or post shot like this, and then you let go and then he jumps, you might get an easy inside position with the fake. Let's try it with a hook. Hook, inside shot. For a post hook, to do a post hook, what you want to do is just hold the LT button, the backing down button, and hold the right stick towards the basket, and he'll just do a post hook. Once your controller vibrates, let go of the right stick, and it should be basically a green every time. Let's try this from the free throw line. Bang. As you can see, I'm making it very easy, very quick, very efficient. And you can also do a fake out of the hook. You can just pump fake with it. Just let go before your guy's going to release the ball to do a fake. And you can just get an easy position. If the defender thinks you're going to make it, he might jump, and then you get the inside position. Easy buckets, I'm telling you. Post scorers can be one of the most efficient builds in the game for scoring. Easily. And he can draw in double teams, or you can kick it out. Easy assists as well. And I want to talk about the shimmy hook real quick. Oh, that's a post fade. I'm holding the wrong button. I don't know the exact buttons, but I'm going to tell you what buttons I press. If I'm adding in a button, then let me know down in the comments below. But this is what I press, and it works. There's a shimmy fade right there. I'm going to do a shimmy hook really quick. Very effective move to get your defender off of you. It actually gives you a shot release for the shimmy hook. So you could easily get a green light. Let me try to get one real quick right now. Green light, just like I said. Now to do the shimmy fade, this is what I do. Hold LT, then hold the opposite trigger, push towards the basket, hold the left stick and then the right stick at the same time. Boom, shimmy fade. This is good for getting defenders off of you. Sorry, shimmy hook. This is good for getting defenders off of you. Sometimes I'm going to do a dunk here because I'm just alone. Bam, shimmy fade. This is good to get defenders off of you because it makes them think you're going to go one way, maybe doing a spin or something, or a jump shot that way. They might push their left stick towards that way, and then bam, you're wide open. Easy greens most of the time. Now a shimmy fade is the opposite. You just hold LT, RT, the triggers, the triggers, and then move your left stick and then right stick, and then the right stick downwards, away from the basket. And your guy will do a shimmy fade. If you do a lot of shimmy hooks, he might think, okay, he's going for a shimmy hook, and he'll jump to the opposite side, and then you fade away because it goes to the opposite way that the hook does. It goes to the inside position. Let's do this on the left side just to prove it's authentic. Shimmy fade, green, and shimmy hook. Let me switch my hands real quick because, you know, I just taught y'all how to do that. Easy make. So that's mainly everything I can think about for a post scoring tutorial. That's everything you need to know. You can make your own combinations, and let me know those down in the comments below if you have any good combinations that you like to use. You can just use a series of pump fakes. Watch out that you don't pump fake or switch your pivot foot too much. You might travel. This game is kind of broken. And this week sometime I'm hoping to come to y'all with a compilation of just different things that 2K needs to add or take out. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, like and subscribe for more baller content. This is NateTheGreat. Peace out.